Yet another medical DQ. Agents, wake up. Wake up, agents. Agents, hello and welcome back everyone to the video series dedicated show on MTV that will leave you stranded in a volcano. That's right, we're talking about The Challenge Season 36 Double Agents Episode 17, and in this episode, we learn that Corey knights Cam as the puzzle queen, Amber hates math, and when TJ makes a house call, normally it means trouble. But let's start off where last episode left off, and that was Amber going up against Big T in a hall brawl, Amber winning, keeping her gold skull, and taking Fessy as her partner. Nany takes Kyle as her new old partner, and CT is Rogue. Now, back at the challenge house, Nany is ecstatic to have Kyle back as her partner, but Kyle is worried and a little bit nervous because he knows that the next elimination is a men's elimination and he needs to win to guarantee his safety. On the other side of the house, Fessy is talking to Corey and Amber, and he's telling Amber that if she's willing to give 100%, that they can run this final together and possibly win this thing. But we all know, and everyone in the house can see, and everyone that's watching can see that Fessy is not liking that Amber is his partner. He doesn't want to be partnered up with her, and we're going to see that play out a little bit later on in this episode. The next day, we see Leroy and Cam having some moments in the hot tub with each other. They're reflecting on the game, they're reflecting on the season, that it is Leroy's last season, and they're playing a pretty flawless game, and they're also talking about how much they love each other. I love this moment because we haven't gotten a lot of like fun relaxation moments in this season. I mean, we haven't even seen a ton of party scenes in the season, even when there was so many more people in the house. So I like seeing this moment between Leroy and Cam in the hot tub, especially because the next morning at 5:30 a.m., TJ comes to the house and wakes up everybody. And once everyone is gathered in the living room, he tells everyone that he needs one person from each pair to come with him. Now, in my brain, I'm instantly thinking that this was like in Rivals 3 when he took all the women from the house, and that's when in the daily challenge, we found out that the women were buried and they had to play like this newlywed matching game with their answers, and whoever did it won. So in my brain, I'm thinking whoever's going with TJ is going to be stranded somewhere. But in everyone's mind in the house, they were like, oh, we're gonna have to compete while everyone else stays in the house. So all the guys decide that they're gonna go, they get dressed up, and they head out with TJ. And then a few hours pass, and that's when the challenge activated alarms goes off, which again, that should have been a huge telltale sign that the challenge activation alarms did not go off when TJ showed up to the house. So the challenge hasn't even started yet until this moment. That's when CT and all the women meet up with TJ in this snowy, rocky area, and that's when he announces that they will be competing in this week's daily challenge called Escape the Volcano. In this daily challenge, the women are going to have to rescue their partners from a frozen volcano, and what they're going to have to do is they're going to have to race 5 miles going through checkpoints to get to their partners, unlock them, bring them all the way back to the finish line, and then they're gonna have to finish a puzzle. The first team to rescue their partner and finish all the checkpoints will win into the double agents and get all the power. Now everyone lines up, TJ blows that horn, and they are off at a steady pace, and they get to checkpoint 1 where it's a math problem, and Cam solves this thing like in no time, and she is off. And then after a little bit, Nany goes off second, and then Casey and Amber B is just sitting there trying to figure out this math problem, and she basically stays there the whole time. She cannot finish this checkpoint 1. So then we move on to checkpoint 2, where Cam is the first one to get there, and she's the first one out. She is out before Nany is able to show up. Nany gets there, then Casey, Nany is out, but Cam has a really big lead, and that's where she gets to the elevator first, and she drops down 500 feet and rescues her partner, Corey. Corey and Cam get up to the top where Nany is up at these like stairs to get up to the elevator so that she can save her partner, Kyle. And so Cam and Corey are running, having a big lead. Then it's Kyle and Nany. Then Casey comes down there. This is where Fessy is asking everybody and interrogating everybody, where is Amber? And everybody's like, I don't know. I left her at checkpoint 1. I didn't see her when I was done with checkpoint 2. I think she's still at checkpoint 1, and Fessy is just like super frustrated. You know that they were cutting a lot of trash talk out that Fessy was saying about Amber, because you can tell. So Fessy is fuming as he is stranded down in that volcano, as Leroy and Casey are the last ones to be saved. Then they're running. Corey and Cam are way up ahead. Kyle is running his butt off to try to catch them, but Nany is falling back. And then that's when Leroy and Casey actually surpass Nany in the run. Cam and Corey get to the final checkpoint. They open up their briefcase and they solve this thing before any other team could get to their puzzle station. That's right, Corey and Cam win into the double agents, and pretty much the last double agents of the season. They hold all the power. So we move back to the challenge house, and that's when they change up the board to show that they are the double agents, and then they have a small conversation where they are like, we're on the same page here. Let's just be ready to throw in Kyle, and let's just be done with it. And Cam is like, yeah, I'm totally down with that. Now let's jump to the party scene where Casey is realizing that she is in the middle. She is the swing vote. Now, with her alliance, they have enough of the numbers to make Leroy the house vote and send him into the elimination this episode, but Casey has been running with Leroy this whole time. Does she want to send in Leroy, her partner that she's won 5 dailies, or will she want to be with her partner and vote Fessy in, who she's been running with, her BB20 alliance member she's been in alliance with since last season, since this season? What could happen? This is where Leroy is talking to Casey, saying like, look, I really need you to help me out here, but she's not being as upfront as she normally is. That's when at the party, she is talking to Fessy, going like, look, you're not happy with your partner, so why not throw yourself down there? We can pretty much guarantee that Kyle's gonna be going into the elimination. You're pretty confident yourself. Why don't you go down there, win, and then steal me, and then you got the partner that you want in the finals. What do you think about that? Fessy is pretty hesitant. Hearing this, Fessy's like, look, that does sound tantalizing, but it's a huge risk. The real spice doesn't come until after the party, when Leroy is giving CT a haircut, probably Leroy's last haircut that he's giving inside the challenge house and in the challenge game. That's when Leroy and Cam and Nany are calling out Fessy and Kyle in the living room, saying, look, why don't you two, Fessy and Kyle, throw yourselves down into the elimination and to fight for the win and to fight for who you want to be your new partner for the finals. And ultimately, it's a fight for who is going to get Casey at the end of the day. Leroy, I'm sure, would like to keep Casey as his partner for the finals. They've been working really well, but he also has to look out for his own self, and he's thinking, look, if I could stay out of the elimination, then I'm cool with it, because as long as I get to the finals, I have a shot within the finals. So he's just trying to stay out of the elimination. And Fessy's like, look, you're just trying to keep your man safe. You're trying to keep your best friend safe by trying to get me to throw myself in there. And he's really quite hesitant. I mean, for how many confessionals we've seen, how many times he talks about how he's the best, he's really doesn't want to go into the elimination. After the conversation, Amber is feeling really sad about the position she's in. Fessy doesn't want to be her partner. She knows she's the final rookie left in the game, and everyone doesn't know her true potential, and she's just feeling upset because her name was coming up a lot about how Fessy doesn't want to be partnered up with her. Nobody really wants to be partnered up with her, and she's just feeling really down about herself. She just wants to go to bed. She understands the position she's in, and she just wants to get this over with. She wants to get the vote over with. She wants to get the elimination over with and just be done with it. Later that night, Corey and Fessy are up talking in the living room, and that's when Corey is like, look, what if you did throw yourself into the elimination? One, that would be a pretty great move. Albeit risky move, but that's a pretty great move to throw yourself in there, win, steal the partner that you want for the finals, and then run the finals, and you would have a better shot. What's getting to the finals if you don't think you're gonna win? And so Fessy is thinking like, I don't know. Then we learn in the Aftermath show that there was some dice on the table, or die on the table, and that's when Corey took them, rolled them, and it got to doubles. Then Fessy took him, rolled him, and he got to doubles, meaning that they thought it was destiny that Fessy needs to be the house vote. So that changes Fessy's tune, as we're gonna see in the deliberation. But the next morning, that's when Leroy, CT, and Nani are talking, and they're trying to come up with a plan to keep Leroy safe and somehow to make Fessy the house vote. With their 3 votes, they need 1 more to secure Fessy as the house vote, and they decide that they're gonna come up with a plan to tell Kyle to vote for Fessy as the house vote, and that will keep him safe. That they will make a plan that once TJ announces that Fessy and Amber are the compromised agents, Corey will vote Kyle and Nani to be thrown into the elimination, but Cam will disagree and want to throw themselves down. With their disagreement, they will also be compromised and be thrown into the elimination, and then they will have the Corey versus Fessy revenge for Nelson's honor elimination. They tell Kyle. Kyle instantly thinks that this is total BS, but then they shake on it. Everybody pretty much shakes on it. We have Leroy shaking with Kyle, then we have CT shaking with Kyle, and then we have Cam shaking hands with Kyle. I thought Leroy came up with this plan just to save himself from going into the elimination, and they were going to throw in Kyle automatically and be like, look, that's the game. But how everyone was talking, this seems to be like a real thing, that they were actually telling the truth, that they were going to throw in Corey or thinking about throwing in Corey. I thought that was just a complete lie that they were doing, and I was like, wow, that's a really great lie. I wonder if he's gonna go for it. And he went for it, and I was like, oh my gosh. But then later on as they're talking, I'm like, oh, they were actually thinking about doing that. Okay. We move on to the deliberation, where Fessy has a speech written out, and he has it on double sides. Like, he has this like big old long speech. It doesn't come off very authentic because he had to read it and he had so much to say. But in summary, the speech came down to, hey, I want to be thrown in to be the house vote, and I'm going to steal Casey from Leroy if I win. So everyone votes, and it's 7 votes on Fessy and Amber to be the compromised agent, and nobody else votes anywhere else. So in the secret deliberation, we see that everyone votes for Fessy and Amber to be the compromised agents. Cam and Corey are like, cool, that's awesome. And Corey tells Cam about what he did and how to persuade Fessy to be the house vote. And so Cam is thinking like, oh, do I really want to send Corey down into the elimination? We move back into the house before the elimination is activated, and Kyle is like, look, I know that Fessy said he wanted to be the house vote. It was an easy vote, but I held up my end of the bargain. I didn't vote in Leroy, so can you please hold up your end of the bargain by throwing in Corey and keeping me safe? And that's when Cam and Leroy are talking about it with each other, but it leaves a big question mark as we move on to the crater, where everybody walks into the crater and sees that a hall brawl yet again is set up. This is the 4th time we've seen the hall brawl, and we're going to be seeing it again. And Fessy, I'm sure, is like foaming at the mouth. He's like, great, I made the right decision by throwing myself in, and I get the exact elimination I won against Nelson in earlier in the season, and I'm most likely getting Kyle to go into the elimination. He's probably feeling himself so much at this point. And so TJ announces that the compromised agents are Fessy and Amber. They join him down at the crater floor. Then it's up to Corey and Cam. Corey throws the vote on Kyle and Nani, and Cam throws the vote on Kyle and Nani as well. Kyle and Nani are being sent into the elimination. Of course it's a men's elimination, and of course they're going up against each other in a hall brawl. And the only thing that shocked me was that TJ says that it's a best of 5. That means at least 3 rounds we're gonna see of Fessy and Kyle, or so I thought. So both guys get set up in the gear. TJ blows that horn for round 1, and Fessy just pops Kyle right on the spot, pushes him back, and then even just like steps over him. Kyle's trying to hold on to his ankle and then pushes the button as he saunters over to it. Kyle gets up from the ground. He is walking back and forth, getting back to his spot. Corey is talking mad trash to Kyle, trying to beef up and hype up Fessy for the next round. And then that's when Kyle's like, look, let's calm down. And he sees that his finger is like moving the wrong way, or is like bent the wrong way. He takes off his helmet. He is like freaking out about his finger. The medics are trying to look at it, and Kyle's like hiding his finger from the medics. Like he doesn't want them to see it and then pull him from this game. He knows if he gets medically DQ'd that there's no way he can win this. He wants at least a shot to try to win this elimination and try to go a couple more rounds to secure his spot to get to another finals. But the medics are looking at him. He's like fidgeting. He says it really, really hurts. They put him in a splint. And that's when TJ says that you are unable to move forward. And we only get one round of the hall brawl. And that's when Kyle is eliminated from the season. He played one heck of a game. You hate to see anyone get medically DQ'd, but this close to the finals and for it to come down to a medical DQ is one, sad, and two, just really, really boring. And now Fessy's like ego is through the roof. Fessy now stays in the game. He gets to pick Casey as his partner, as everyone thought he would. Now it comes down to Leroy picking between Amber and Nany, and of course he's gonna pick Nany, which I really actually enjoy that Leroy is going with Nany. And so it's like a reunion of the Real World Las Vegas 2011. So now Leroy and Nany are a new partnership, and CT and Amber are a new partnership. And so everyone has a partner. There's 4 teams left, and TJ says at the end, let's freaking go. They are in the finals, and in the next episode, we're gonna start the finals, but that is where this episode ends. What did you think about this episode? Let me know that in the comment section below. What did you think about this daily challenge? What did you think about the deal that Leroy made with Kyle? Let me know that in the comment section below. What did you think about the elimination? Were you sad to see Kyle get eliminated? And were you like, finally, we are at the finals? Because I know I was. Let me know anything and everything you thought about in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. While you're down there, hit that like and subscribe button. I'll be back tomorrow with a tiny table talk for the challenge Double Agents finals preview episode. It's going to be a special tiny table talk where I'm going to go through all the duos and giving my like rundown of where I think they will rank within the finals. And I want to have a super big jam-packed comment section. So leave me any and all comments you have of not only this episode, but of the season. Let me know that down in the comment section below. But thank you so much for watching. And until next time, peace.